Hello. Hello. We're back on Gitstore today, or at least I'm back on Gitstore today. Guess it just depends who else comes, whether everyone's back on Gitstore today. Last time we left off a couple weeks ago, I was working on this uploads thing. I think I got very close to connecting it to which plan you've got selected here. So if I go to different plans, no uploads, come back, there's uploads. Unfortunately, there appears to be a slight off by one error. Say I pull say I pull 6 files in here, right? It will upload, I mean it still populates that box with, I don't know why, but anyway, it'll upload the 6 files, but it'll only show 5 until I come back, and there it shows the 6th one. So there's that. I try to solve that, you might have noticed before I went live, I try to solve that by changing a timestamp. But what I think is happening is that get patch 4 is firing before put patch 4 is finished. I don't really know what to do about that. I don't really know what to do about that. You see, it's a bit of a race condition here because the moment on uploaded file triggers from the upload files component, it's still going to get to show wizard. It still gets sent between the two. So maybe what I need to do is a set timeout here. I mean, it's gross to have to do this. It's super gross to have to do this. But maybe what I should do is this and give it like a slight delay. I don't really know what that delay should be though. Yeah, I don't really know what that delay should be though. I should also clear out the queue, right? So queue is just an empty array, and update status as well. Okay, I think this might alleviate some of the race condition shenanigans going on. Oh, excuse me, I'm drinking a fizzy cool drink, so it's all, wow! That kind of got all over the place. Why do I have a Slackbot message? Shut up. Okay. Oof. Alright, upload files. So now if I select 6 and I drag it in, upload 6, refreshes with 6! That was it. It is a race condition. Okay, good to know. By the way, Air Tanzanon, thank you for following 34 minutes ago, if you're here. Woohoo! And Lana Lux followed yesterday as part of her stream, which was pretty cool. Okay, this wasn't, by the way, this wasn't happening if I uploaded, I mean, it was fixing itself if I went and connected and selected a repo, because what I've done, I think since after I streamed last about this, was that I don't maintain a current plan. I mean, here I push current plan, but that can't be right. On select plan, put current plan, is that... See, I added a method in here which refreshes a thing called recent patch. So, oh yes, okay, I remember the current plan, I don't remember the current patch. I cache that. So current plan sits over here, and then it gets recent patch. Recent patch changes whenever I select a repo, or whenever I select a plan, whenever I select or deselect a repo for GitHub and for Bitbucket. It doesn't happen every time I upload a file. This is now controlled. Let me just save here. What changed here? Oh, I got rid of some spacing. This changed here. Oh, email client popping up. What's up with that? This is now changed. So I emit this event now after I have cleared the queue, essentially. I upload one file at a time to avoid problems that happen with parallel uploads. That may change if I was using a local proxy server like Nginx and not just the PHP dev server, because I think it might be a problem specific to the PHP dev server that does one request at a time. But anyway, I changed this a long time ago to be one upload at a time, so it goes into a queue. what I'm doing now is listening for when that queue is empty, and then I'm saying, okay, now that you've uploaded everything, now refresh the patch. So that reloads that file upload section. I could, you know what I could do is, let me go to where that uploads file view is. So this is min heights, which is what keeps these at the certain height, and it means when I drop files in here, then they spawn in here until it refreshes, and then they spawn up here. But what if I drop these background colors? Hear me out now. What if I drop these background colors, and then I just have this as not having a fixed height, right? Because I don't drop into that area, I drop into this whole thing. But here I say height full. See if I can do that. I'm also going to put a BG color in here. BG pink 500. Is that an actual? That is an actual color. Okay, so I should be able to drop files anywhere in here, and it reflects that, right? However, if I take this background color out, let's see what appears to happen. So refresh, upload files, drop this in here. There's still the whole thing is a drop zone. Puts these in here, and I refresh, and you don't tell, but these are, you can't tell, but these are actually in a different div now. So this looks like, I mean, you don't really see that flicker. Maybe I should watch again. Okay, you see that change, but you don't see anything else change here. These things are actually moving to a different div. So when I refresh, they're already in that div. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit closer to the design that Sean had for this upload section before I move on, because I think I'm pretty close here. So screens, was this it? No, this was a later design. Still getting there. Concepts. Concepts. Okay. Upload. So this was what that looked like. Drop files here from your computer. This doesn't have the overlay that goes all the way down, but that's fine. I don't actually have to even show that overlay, to be honest. I could comment these out. I would still be able to drop files. No, open that back up. No, where'd it go? Okay, so let me clear this out quickly. Go back into a plan and upload, and drag some stuff. So you don't see the overlay, but you can drop the files. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's working nicely. Yeah, so I don't really need this overlay. I can delete that. There is a bit of script that I can delete from there as well, but I don't really know if I want to. I actually want to leave this in here because I kind of like that it's there, but maybe I won't use that. Maybe I'll use a blade comment. Is that what the blade comments look like? I don't remember. Maybe I'll use a blade comment. That'll still hide it. Should still hide it, yeah. But now it won't appear in the markup. Yeah, it doesn't appear in the markup. All right. I like keeping this here. This stuff can all stay here. There's some code here that does the that shows and hides the overlays. Where am I doing that? So show and hide. This is with the mouse over stuff, right? Drag over. No. There we go. There's the overlay. There's the overlay. So this will still work if there are overlay elements present. And I don't want to delete that, but let's not render this to the client. Okay. Now I have to do like a little pointer events null thing for this area here. I don't really want to make that clickable right now, but let's do the little overlay thing. The little overlay thing probably took Sean hours to do. Okay, so I won't put the icon in there right just yet because I don't wanna. But I'll say drop files here from your computer. Drop files here from your computer. Full stop? No. Okay. Text gray 100. BG indigo. What was the background color of this whole area? It's even lighter than that. Where will I find that? Where will I find that? Not in show wizard. Not in these. Oh, yes, that's right. I made these things for it before. So I can take this and I can use indigo 400. That should work. Okay, I still need to do rounded on this though, and padding. And the text gray is with an A, tailwind 1x. What does that look like? It's maybe even a bit darker than that. Say 200. That's a bit better. I need a bunch of padding. P8, rounded. That's too much. Oh, I keep on going to sushi. There's something else that I wanted to look at. Okay, text is even darker though. You know what, hey? If I do text white, indigo 400, opacity 75. It is rounded, right? Rounded, MD, opacity 75. Maybe let's do P6, MB4. That's much closer. Much closer. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for now, I think. I'm really thinking that I should do an icon. Yeah, let me put an icon in. How am I doing these icons? I can't remember, it's been so long. CSS. How am I doing them on the buttons? Let's look here. Is this with an icon? No. Oh damn. I'm not doing SVG icons yet. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do icons right now. But I do want to test that I can drop files somewhere here. Oh, and they work. That's great. Okay. A few more things to do here. I need to change the formatting of this. So let's say text white, font semi-bold. Okay, this does put them in individual lines, so I'm going to do that. And get rid of this, just do col. Okay. So they have a lot more padding bottom. I'm also going to say margin bottom instead, because I've got margin bottom on the other thing. So that's slightly better, but I'm not seeing any of their file sizes or types or any of that stuff. Now I don't store a lot of that stuff. If I look, let me look in the session data, then I can see. So looks like that's where that starts, that's where that stops. I have the UID, I have the name, I have the type, I have the size, but I'm not getting those things yet. Because when I write this, or actually on upload files, I don't get these things sent through. I don't get these things sent through. Maybe I have to modify some JavaScript here. So upload file, that's the file reader. Also, maybe it's something to do with this file here. Maybe it's not in the file reader itself, but maybe it's there. So let's drop our file. No, didn't refresh. File. Type. Size. Cool. Cool. Okay, so I get type size from there. File to base64 gets that. I emit current.type, current.size. So I should actually get those values in there now. If I flush, I can close the console, start a new thing. Okay, uploads. So what do I have in here now? I have the size, I have the type. Yay! Cool. I'm slumping a little bit. Okay, so theoretically I can put the file size and type in here. I can theoretically also put it in the this thing. Font semi-bold. Unfortunately I need to mimic some of the styling here because this is before Livewire reloads it. So let's do it like this. Let's do text SM. What CSS framework am I using? I am using Tailwind CSS. Tailwind CSS. It is this, made by Adam Wathan. They just launched a new UI thing, which is cool. But I'm not going to look at that now. It's a utility framework, so that I can use classes like this and not write any custom CSS. It's a good question. Okay, the one thing I didn't put text SM on, I don't think, is this over here. Do I need text SM on there? Does it look too small? Nah, it looks fine. Okay, so text SM, I can drop this, but I can just say upload type upload size. I will redo these when I have some when I have a slightly better indication of the styling there. I think that's the styling for size, but I don't have a utility to convert this yet either. So this is what I'm going to do for now. Then in here, I can do it like this. Let me get the styling for this. And this will be file type and files. Ooh. File type, file size. Woohoo! So now these should resemble each other. Let me flush the session. Oh, I have to go through and select some stuff. Uploads. Drag 6 files. Drop them anywhere. That color's not right though. Where am I setting that? Text white. I didn't put that on the JavaScript. But there you see the transition, right, between the holding area and the Livewire area. Also, I think this can be a little bit more subtle. So text gray 100 makes it a little bit more subtle than just having the white there. I think the white's fine, but let's make it a little bit better. Yay! Cool. Okay. Now I need to add some stuff in here. Have a look here. I connect to GitHub and then I do a sync. Oh, this might actually redirect me back. Yeah, okay. Do a sync. Okay, so I've got checkboxes over here. This is not the final styling. Oh, by the way, have a look over here. Woohoo! It's not the final styling, but I don't know. I think it's fine. The thing is, I have checkboxes here to say, is this selected or not? Now, what I have here is just, this applies to the patch. And that's okay, but instead what I need to do is, I need to have these file uploads to like a global place now. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to have file selection per plan. But instead of having the file data per plan, that's going to be global. And I'm going to have a selection, just the checkboxes per plan. So there's going to be a slight change to this code. It's working, and it will stay working with any luck. But I don't know if I should do that. Yeah, you know, I do actually need to make that change. I think that'll make a much better change. I need to push some stuff though, because I haven't pushed in a very long time. Oh, I have some trailing white space there and put patch 4. Put patch 4. Where is that trailing white space? Oh, that's get patch 4. I don't think I need this. I think I can actually remove something from the wizard. This thing that I added, updated at, I think I can remove that. Which is cool, because the less data I have in the browser, the better. Let me just make sure that the off by 1 error is not happening again. 6 files dropped, 6 files there, and 6 files there, and I can come back. Yay! Good. Okay. You know, for now, I'm going to leave it like this. Just for now. I need a way to remove a file. Long term, I want to do, you upload one place, you can select in other places, that's fine. But for now, I'm going to just do that you have that there is a delete button or remove button next to each one that I don't want to show anymore. So I don't really know what that is going to look like. I'll just do it as a button for now. Remove. And then this is the upload files thing. Wire, click. Wow, it's been like a week or two since I've worked with Livewire. What was the event for this? And then this will be file UUID. Then in upload files, oof, I just had a blip in, dropped like 100 frames. Oof. Okay, so in upload files, I'll say another method over here, public function on remove file, UUID. Okay, let's just make sure we're getting this for now. Hit remove. Nothing. Oh, whoops. Wire click on remove file. Oh. Wow, that's confusing. There we go. There's the UUID. So I'm getting this back at on upload files. I don't know if I want to remove it from here. It's kind of being removed from the wizard. So I'll actually just proxy this to on removed file UUID. I'll just proxy it to there. It's fine. I mean, maybe I should send the event straight here. That would avoid an extra request. But maybe also if remove file, maybe on remove file, I'd like to remove it from the file system. This is supposed to save it to S3, not the wizard. So here, maybe I would like to remove from S3. Okay. For the moment, I'm not saving any of this stuff to S3, so it's okay that I don't remove it either. But the long-term solution is when these things are being made, is to save this to S3, load the images from S3, remove them from S3. Yeah. So this actually makes sense now. Okay. Uploaded file on removed file. Let's do this underneath the uploaded file one. Where is that? Why is this so difficult to find? Hey, where's there you go. Oh, UID. I was off by 1 on the keyboard. Okay, this needs to get the current patch. Then patch uploaded files is array filter. Oh, array filter. Can anyone remember the things to this? Right there. File, return file, UID. And I actually want to name this as next file, not equal UID, which I need to capture in scope. Then put patch 4 again. And refresh patch. That should do the trick. So now I can remove month 8, month 2. I mean, it reorders these things, which is, but it's working. And if I go here, I could remove all but 1, and I should see just 1 here. Perfect. So I have a way to remove files. This is great, because this is files per plan in a way that I can remove them as well. So let me add a little bit of styling on here. Class ML2 underline. Oh, are you excited? I'm excited. I'm getting so much done. Okay, there's a remove button. It's ugly, but it's fine for now. Okay. Let me commit this. Whee. And then I need to do settings, which I have no idea how I'm going to do. I need to be able to edit settings in this array. I think only amount and currency are currently editable. Amount currency, nothing. Okay. So, first things first, I have a settings view. Do I? I don't, but anyway. That's fine. Oh, messages. Hey, it's Evolt. Cool. Back to chat. Back here. Okay, do I make this its own thing? Yes, I do. Which means I need a change settings component. Artisan make live wire change settings. Do I already have that? No, I don't. Good. Public. No, I don't actually think I need to do a lot in there. I'll check that later. Okay. Upload files sits within just a div. Select GitHub repository sits within just a div. That's fine. So I can do this. Okay. Let's do this now. And then when we can copy this thing over here. So this takes the patch, takes the plan, change settings, and uses that to key. That makes sense. Settings. Okay, it's loading our components. Oof, we are cranking through these. Change settings. Let's do some inputs here. Input, type, text. Yeah, flip. Artisan's scaffolding of files is really, really cool. Value. How am I doing this here? Am I up here. Am I saving this? Yes, these are public properties and I'm doing encoders. Let me do the same thing for change settings, because then I will have access to, I mean, I must accept them, right? Because the signature is accepting them. So then I will have access to these values. So current patch settings amount. Meh. Currency. Now I might have to default these things. I will almost certainly have to put them in a div of their own, or maybe a label. That seems like a better idea. Why would it think I wanted to type that? I will have to default these things, and this should probably use like a drop down, but I'm not going to do that now because I am a lazy bastard. So where am I creating those empty things? Empty patches. Oh, this is in the helpers actually. Helpers. Yeah. Amount. Let's make these empty strings because that's probably better for a text input. Currency. So this patch should probably, it should probably have null in here, right? Or let's say empty string for now. Let's say empty string for now, but in here, so current plan, current patch. Current plan will have values for this, right? So that or current plan recent patch, or current plan amount. What do you think? Think that'll work? Oh, it doesn't work. Casting to type in Codecaster not supported. That is because I am not pulling this class in here. Who would have thought? 100 and USD. Wowee. Okay, we are not surfacing these values here, so we can't see what their default types are. If we go customize plans, on the left-hand side here, next to the title, name. Oh, this is so laborious. This is the worst. Oh my goodness. I have to do something similar to what I've done here. And it's gross. Tell me I get a helper for that. Okay. Woohoo! So, I mean, this is not useful. That is not useful. How do I do that? Patch is... So I should be using patch here instead of recent patch. Okay. Okay. Whew. That did not work though. If is set plan currency. Look, this is really ugly code. But I want to get it functional first. And then I can worry about how nice it looks. If currency and amount are set, then show the brackets. Oof. I mean, yeah, look, I mean, the fact that I'm repeating this in a bunch of places, not great. The fact that this is so long on its own, not great. And the fact that there are 2 of these on a line just to avoid the extra spaces around here, kind of not great. But it's functional, and it's actually just to illustrate a patch being applied to this. What if I go to workflow? So amount 0. Right, so we can actually just delete that. It's not going to be charged for. We can delete these and we can have logic to say if it's not set. So this should still not break. If I pick something else, free. Cool. So what if I do 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3? Nothing, because I'm not pushing this change yet, right? I'm not pushing this change yet. So, wire change emit on updated settings event target value, and the field is amount. Okay, and then I need to listen for this in the wizard. I feel like after that little bit of off-camera work, I got so freed up to continue with this. I'm glad I did it, even though you missed out on it. Sorry about that. I'll just do it here, public function. I should really split this out. Field, value, get the current patch, patch settings, field is value, and then put the current patch and then refresh the recent patch. Whew. Yatta! Very cool. We can make this a key press and a change. Oh, well then let me do this instead. Maybe I should format this a little. Oh, couldn't be bothered. I just want to make this functional, you know. That's like my goal at the moment, is just make this functional, make it work, make it work, make it work, and then worry about formatting the HTML nicely. Oh, what? The moment the patch updates. Oh, what? Okay. Let's do something funny. Button, save. Guess what the point of this button is? Just to blur the amount field and the currency field. Cool, eh? So this should be a drop-down with supported currencies. ZR is probably not one of them. This should rewrite to a symbol. Ideally, this block should be in like a bubble, and these icons should be underneath here. There is a newer design for that that Sean has done. If I look at, is it this? Upload. So there's the remove button. This is slightly differently styled. There, bubbles for uploads, for Git repos, for Bitbucket GitHub repos, Bitbucket repos. So there is some styling around this that we can use. I don't want to do that styling right now. Let me go back to concepts and see what else I need to do, just to get the functionality on track. Okay, we've got file uploads, we've got settings, we've got Git repo selection, Bitbucket repo selection. I think we need to do theme selection as well. So for theme selection, I was thinking having something similar to this little window, but showing dynamic data in here, based on everything you've selected up till then, which might be fun, might be super fun. Let me just push this initial settings work. Oh, you know what? I actually want to do the drop down thing now because I want to show you GitHub Caleb Porzio Sushi. I want to show you sushi. This one. So I was looking at this very briefly before the stream, you might have seen. But this is a really cool thing because it allows you to make models based on just static data, or inside here fetching a remote URL, which is really cool because you can use normal Eloquent stuff. And in time, I'd like to be able to do the plans and the patches and the workflows using something like Sushi, even if they're not persisted in the database, because they're fairly hard-coded things. But it would be nice to be able to work with them through relationships and not through like array access or is set checks. Anyway, for now, what I want to do is make a when this gets done, artisan make model currencies model. What did I call that? Oh, screen flicker, hey? No. Currency. Sushi. Sushi's really cool. Come on then. Why is this taking so long? What's my... am I dropping any frames? Not really anymore. Maybe I just had a weird internet thing. Oh, get done with sushi already. Come on. 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 Oh, there is a list of these currencies that we're supposed to support for this. Assert Chris, Gitstore, config, Gitstore. Cool. It is this list of currencies here. Yay! That was not as much hard work as I expected. Okay. Make the model, please. Currency. Okay. That puts this here. I'll drag it in here because I prefer having them in a models folder, which means I need to do models. And then I need to go to Sushi's driver. Use this. I will import this instead, or use this instead. Oh, and this is protected. Okay, return. Oh. Okay. Let me get this list from Gitstore. Oh, multi-cursor editing. Multi-cursor editing, hey? Okay. So now I should be able to import currency from app models. Let me do this inside the custom settings thing. Use app, models, currency. Currencies is here. We do want South African Rand, but unfortunately that is not supported by both PayPal and Stripe, so we can't use it. Currency all. I actually prefer get for this. Be able to do a drop down here. Select. Oh. For each currencies as currency. And this will just be currency code twice for now. It'd be nice to have like a, maybe like a label for it or something, which I can do pretty easily now. But this should give me a drop down. Oh, it broke! Why? Why? Return. Sis, it's not a function. What are you doing, Christopher? There we go. Yeah! Sushi is great! Look at this. Look at this! Okay. Bit psycho, but anyway. Okay. So we've got the... It's not current patch, it's recent patch. Which means this is obviously wrong elsewhere. So... Bad. I'm not even casting them here. What's going on? Okay. It is sort of, but you can have this model relate to other stuff. And it's putting this in a hidden database, right? Is there... I mean, it's putting this in a hidden database. Where, let's find that. Storage, app, no, framework, cache, there we go. Sushi app models currency SQLite. So, it is going into a database. It's just not a database I need to have a migration or a seeder for. And I can think of it just like a hard-coded thing or a thing that I could make a request from to a third-party API and get values in here and just have them as a cache. So it's cool like that. Okay, where was I? Recent patch. Change settings. Now here I can do a selector thing. I can say if recent patch settings currency or that currency, if that equals currency code, that did not work. Ha! What? They're all selected. Damn it. Oh, short circuit logic, man. So ZAR, okay, fine. Let's put a wire change on here. My soundtrack stopped. Is it done for good? It's done for good? This album's so short. Okay, I'm going to start it back at the beginning again. I'll play a different album tomorrow. How do I send... How do I send the selected value of this? I do it on here. Amount. Oh, not that window. Is there something I'm just not getting? Change this value. Really? It'll give the value. Okay. Whatever. I live in disbelief that things are that simple. But anyway. Euro? It's not amount though. Whoa! 100. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. So I can uncomment this and I can get rid of this. Oh, very cool. Okay. Cool. And then this just serves to blur that field and give people peace of mind. I actually don't know. Is there a nice way to do this? Live wire. I mean, theoretically, if I do like 150, that blurs the field. So I don't need the save button. It's going to blur the field, right? Yeah, I think that's fine for now. So we've got file uploads. Oh, we don't? Oh, I didn't copy these things over again. Change settings. Select Bitbucket. Select that crap. Do this thing over here. Okay. GitHub repos. Yes to your auth. Oops, 500? What? Let's close this. Okay. What's going on? It broke so badly. Connect to Bitbucket. Now this should be authed. Okay. GitHub. Bitbucket. One file upload. No file uploads. Let's drag 6 files over. Boom! 5 files. And we've got settings changes. Folks, I think we are quite on the way for this being done. Some styling stuff that needs to happen all over the place, really. This also needs to be dynamic, as does this. I have dynamic code for the GitHub stuff, but not the Bitbucket stuff. I need to do some GraphQL stuff for that, I think. A lot of styling for settings. Oh, I haven't limited settings to what you can edit. So there's that. If recent patch, no, current plan can change in array. Needle, amount, haystack is a list. Okay, this gives us some access control, limiting what people can change from the plans when they're on the not pro version. So these should still be visible here, but if I go to this first workflow, sell app, and I take currency out of here, first workflow. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and do sell your app again. So it's no longer here. It's remembered everything I've done, but that option is no longer here, which is cool. Save, back, forward. Why? Why? Oh, I didn't change the plan. I just went forward. Okay, fine. Sorted. Oh, I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy about this. What have I done now since I've done this? Currency selection. Oh, I've got some gnarly code in there. So currency selector based on sushi. Cool. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it there. Maybe do some offline code, maybe not. Who knows? But thank you for being here and for being in chat. It's been a really fun stream, I think.